Public speaking, whether it's on stage in a coaching session or maybe on a screen, a little bit like this, is one of the biggest sticking points I notice coaches and creators can have. And I get it. I struggled for years with my nerves and even had a stammer in my early life. So I know how much this can hold you back. In this video, I'm going to be answering the 5 most common questions that I tend to get asked about how to speak and show up with more confidence, whether you're speaking online or whether you're speaking in-house live. So whether you're coaching, whether you're training or presenting, let's make sure that by the end of this video, you're going to be able to do it with more clarity, feel more calm, and have more presence every single time. So let's dive in. Now, the first question I tend to get asked is, how can I stop feeling so nervous when I speak? And that's a great one. I would begin by saying nerves are normal. So don't try to eliminate them, but rather lean into them and manage them. I think my favorite tip for nerves is to remember to breathe. Yes, literally breathe, because when we are feeling nervous, we tend to hyperventilate and breathe from the top of our chest, so we don't get as much oxygen into the lungs. And that makes us lightheaded. It makes our ideas race. And when our ideas are racing, then we usually feel nervous. And I think sometimes just to center ourselves, to calm down and just remember to breathe can so oftentimes be the difference that makes the difference. Personally, I see breathing as the foundation for any presentation, coaching session, training session, webinar, whatever it is that you might do. If you are breathing and if you're breathing well and actually filling your lungs, you're much more likely to feel more confident when you actually open your mouth and begin to speak. The next question is, what makes a presentation engaging? And I think that is a great question, because online really is, and I'm sure you know this, a whole different beast. So here's what works. I think number one is to start strong. What I mean is by starting by asking a question, telling a story, or sharing a bold statement. And I'll mention a brilliant free resource at the end of this video that you can get your hands on that's going to help you do just that. So when you speak up online. So stick around to the end and I'll share how you can get that free resource there. Next up is to keep it conversational. And what I mean is talk to your viewer or with them rather than at them. Believe me, seeing a presentation is a little bit like a conversation. And I guess the main difference is the other person isn't necessarily engaging with it, which means you have to imagine in your mind that you are still engaging with them. Because if your presentation is good, if what you're saying is engaging, then whether the other person is able to respond to you, and I know in webinars it's not always the case, they will be engaged with it because you are engaging. So as I say, rather than speaking at people, speak with them, whether they can reply to you or not. Next up is to use pauses. Now, I know you probably know as a coach about the power of the pause, and the same is true when you're speaking online, because using pauses can help add weight to the words that you're using. Now, obviously, not every single time and not every single thing you say, because I'm sure you're getting the idea here, but use sparingly. Pauses can help you have time to both relax and breathe, and also deliver and bring home your message, whatever it is that you're talking about in your presentation. And then finally, it's important to end each section with clarity. So what's the one thing that you want your audience to remember? What's the takeaway? And that's what you repeat at the end. And remember, if you are enjoying this video, if you're finding it helpful, remember to smash that like button, that subscribe and bell icon, so you get to know next time I upload content a little bit like this. And of course, remember, when you smash all the icons and engage, YouTube algorithms also like that too. So thank you in advance for doing that. Now on to question number 8, and it's this. What is the best way to start a talk or a training session so that people lean in and are interested from the get-go? Because it's true, first impressions matter, especially when you're doing it online. So personally, I would skip the hello, my name is, because it's just what everybody does, and instead maybe begin by asking a question or telling a short relevant story, or even sharing a surprising fact that ties into the message, whatever you're delivering. Because when you start with that, such as one of those ideas, I think that it's different, and you can be sure that the people will be leaning in, they will be interested. They won't necessarily know it consciously, but unconsciously it will be different for them. And after that, then you can introduce yourself and say, hello, my name is, and you're off to your presentation. It will make you feel more confident. Question number 9 is, can you really make a career out of speaking? And the truth is, yes, absolutely. I've done it. Many of my clients and colleagues at the Speakers Association I'm a fellow of have done too. But here's the thing. Speaking will really be your whole business model. And as an example, speaking can be the engine that drives people to your coaching programs, to your online courses, to your community, but it's just a part of it. So speaking really can help you build that trust aspect into your coaching sales process, but it's only a part of it. And if this is something you are more interested in, you want to build professional speaking into your business model and you want some help with that, just reach out, DM me, send me an email, and that's how I work with people. I can help you achieve that too. Now on to question number 10, and it's this. What is the secret of looking confident on camera? And the secret is, obviously, there is no secret. Believe me, it's not what you think. It's not about slick delivery. It's not about memorizing every line. And it's not about looking like your favorite TV personality or maybe your news anchor. Instead, I'd say it's much more about you being present, looking into the lens and imagining you're having that conversation with just one person, as we mentioned earlier on. And I think the more that you do that, you see the camera magnifies everything, including your energy. So slow down, smile if it's natural for you to do so, and speak from the heart. I think the camera picks that up only every single time too. Practice makes permanent, not necessarily perfect, but it really will help you grow and grow that confidence when you speak live online. So if you found any of these answers helpful, please let me know in the comments box which ones you're trying out, which ones stood out for you, which ones resonate with you the most. And remember that free resource I mentioned that I'd share with you at the end of this video to help you speak with more confidence when you speak at meetings, in presentations, in coaching sessions. Well, it's this. It's my free video guide. It's called 5 Weird Ways to Begin Your Presentation and Make a Great First Impression every single time. I'll include the link immediately below this video. It's in the description box. I'll put it in the comments box as well. And you'd be super welcome to just sign up and get that resource there. And if you haven't already, check out part 1 of this coaching Q&A series. It's a 4-part series. And part 1 was where I answered the 5 biggest questions the coaches tend to ask me about how to start out. The link again is on the screen. I'll put it in a box. It's somewhere around here, and also put the link immediately below this video in the description box as well. Remember, if you have enjoyed this video, hit that like button, smash the subscribe, and click that bell icon so you get to know next time I upload a new video just like this. And I'll see you next week for part 3 in this series, where we'll be talking about how you can build an online coaching business that attracts your ideal clients, and most importantly creates the revenue so you can have a business. But we'll talk about that in next week's episode. So remember, click subscribe, like, and the bell icon. Have a great week, and I'll see you next time. Take care.